Okay, welcome to another edition of Lion News. The time before, we were talking to Dean Paulson, who was the local unit leader for Senate District 13, about the Larry Rice assault on July 25th, 2010 at Glenwood Waterama, which involved a lady and the two people who were witness to the assault is Larry Rice and his wife Cindy. Okay, and if you want, you can see the video at Arrest a Judge Kit. Here's the story. Lion News: Senate candidate Larry Rice helps cover up 2010 Waterama assault. Okay, oh, and before I forget, here is the address to the website. It's lionnews00.blogspot.com. Also, for those of you wondering if Dean Paulson returned a phone call to give an update of on the situation that we called him about the other day, the answer is no. We've heard a deafening silence from Dean Paulson, and of course we have heard nothing from Larry Rice, which is not surprising. Okay, so what we're going to try to do tonight is see if we can put the focus on Neil T. Nelson. Neil T. Nelson is the assistant city attorney who just happens to be running for county attorney this year. Okay, now, so what we're going to do is call up the two candidates for mayor of Glenwood, which is, of course, in Pope County: Vicky Wolf-Sawdon and Bill Ogdahl. Alright, now, what we're going to do is inform these people that the city attorney has the power to investigate crimes, just like a police officer. Now, where did I come up with that? Well, I came up with it out of my personal copy of Prosecution Principles, a clinical handbook by George R. Deckel Sr., which, of course, is the handbook for prosecuting attorneys. And according to the book, it says, as a minister of justice and not just an advocate, the prosecutor retains the law enforcement function of a showit. Now that is a bailiff from Holland. Okay, that's what they modeled the prosecutor after when they first started the country. Okay, and it also says, as a law enforcement officer, the American prosecutor is just as concerned with the detection of crime and the arrest of criminals as the cop on the beat. In America, both court decision and statute recognize the prosecutor's role as a law enforcement officer. So that means the prosecutor can haul his butt out of his office and go and investigate things. Here it says the prosecutor has an affirmative responsibility to investigate suspected illegal activity when it is not adequately dealt with by other agencies. Means when the cops don't do their job, they can go investigate. Here it says, it makes that more clear right here. Well received or not, you have a right and a duty to investigate. They're talking about the prosecutor. Okay? Here it says the police are either unable or unwilling to perform the investigation. Here you have simply imposing an affirmative duty to investigate. Alright, so now we're going to put the bug in these two people's ears that Neil Nelson needs to investigate this crime. Okay, so let's see what happens. First, we're going to try Vicky.
this is Vicky Sawdon and Miss Vicky School of Dance. Hello?
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 Is this Vicky? Are you running for mayor?
Yes, this is Vicky running for mayor.
Okay. That's what I was hoping to get.
Who?
That's what I was hoping to get a hold of. You.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Vicky Wolf-Sawdon. Who's this?
This is Terry Nemmers.
Well, hi, Terry Nemmers. How are you doing?
I'm doing super.
Good.
Say, I've got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard about the video about the assault that happened out on the sidewalk in front of the courthouse on Waterama weekend on the 25th of July?
This last year?
Just this last year.
There was an assault. No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay. Well, Larry Rice, he's the guy who's running for the 13th district. I'm sure you've heard of him, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. He was present. He was a material witness to the assault. And the assault took place. And I was just wondering, if you'd heard about it, and you said you hadn't.
No, actually, it was 2 years ago. My brother was assaulted at Waterama, and he ended up in the emergency room. I'm very interested in this because, no, I did not hear it.
Okay. Well, it's on YouTube. If you go to a guy's channel there, it's called Arrest a Judge Kit. He's got the YouTube there. It says...
I guess I don't do YouTube, but...
Well, that's where it's at. So, I mean, if you want to watch the actual video...
Okay, and I go on YouTube and go to what?
It's called Lion News.
Lion News.
Senate Candidate.
What?
Senate Candidate.
Senate Candidate.
Larry Rice.
Candidate Larry Rice.
Helps cover up 2010 Waterama assault ? Yep.
Okay, it's on YouTube.
Yep.
No, who was assaulted? Or was there an arrest? Or?
Well, there was nothing about it in the paper that I could see, and I've talked to the newspaper, and they haven't heard about it. And I talked to Dean Paulson, who happens to be the local unit leader for the Senate 13th District. I mean, he's the guy who's in charge of the campaign. I presume that in charge of the campaign for Larry Rice. I mean, he's the head guy for the district.
Okay.
And
he didn't know about it?
He didn't know anything about it. Which,
You gotta be kidding.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, and that's what I was asking. How could he be the guy in charge and not know anything about this at all?
Right, and about a year ago there was an accident that Belvin Dober was involved in.
Okay.
And our local sheriff's department just gave Belvin a ride home, and he was intoxicated.
Really?
And the gal that he hit took a payoff.
Oh, okay.
Her personally. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here, conspiracy theory, if you want to call it that.
Well, sure.
And it's the good old boys club is what it is, and we got to get rid of them.
Right. Exactly.
We got to end this. This is where it ends with the next generation, the people who, my age, I guess now it's like our turn. We got to get involved.
Oh, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You go down to the newspaper and they look at you like you got three heads.
Right. It's like, well, what are you doing here?
Yeah. And
I get that everywhere I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're a woman, or you're Vicky, or you're a dance teacher. What do you do with, I've been in politics for all my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Whether I was in college, out in Southern California, being in the military, being here in Glenwood, I work for the courthouse, so I mean, we have a whole underground network going on here.
Well, that's what I was thinking. You work in the courthouse. It happened at the courthouse. I was thinking that
I didn't hear about it. No, I really didn't.
Well, that's the surprising.
You can go on YouTube here at home and look. So
yeah,
I'll go ahead and look at that. No, for sure.
Okay.
Appreciate the phone call.
No problem.
And if you know anybody else that has issues, things they want to talk about, please call me.
Sounds good.
Okay, tell your friends.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you for your time.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye now.